Hey everybody, it's Brick Waffle again, and we are back on Ark Survival Evolved on the Block Farmers server. It's a little early in the morning, so my voice might sound a little different. Hopefully that'll clear up pretty soon. But yeah, a few things have changed here, so I'm going to walk you through that, and then we're going to talk about what we want to do today. So I took out the air conditioners, and I do plan to put them back. My fridge is getting a little bit full, so I reorganized some things. You know, crops do still decay in here; it just takes a while, like that one, that sort of thing. Oh yeah, that's right, you can't stack them that way. But if I do that, put it back in there, it will. I've got some more spaces here, but I think what I want to do is build a few more refrigerators, and I want to build a few more air conditioners, and I want to do a couple of changes based on a comment in my last video. But yeah, I've done a few things. I've done a little taming, and I did this off camera only because we've done these kind of tames before. So now we have a male Rex up there, and he is, what level is he? Not very high. 18? Yeah. And then we also got a female Carno who is 19, and now they're mate boosted with another Oviraptor over here, so that hopefully we'll be able to start getting Carno and Rex eggs. Now, thank you for that. We do have a ramp down here. One of the suggestions on the video was to put another dino gate right here, so I could bring things in and out. And I thought about doing that, and I thought, you know what, if I do that, then I won't be able to really use that wall for anything. But I can put a ramp over here, and I could put a gate on this if I needed to, but so far I think it's going to be okay. I mean, you know, Mega Piranha aren't going to swim up here, and anything else that tries to come up this way is going to get hit by that Plant Species X turret. So I have seen a couple of raptors swimming around. Usually when raptors start swimming and they get hit by that thing, they're dead. So I don't want these guys on neutral, because then they'll end up in the water, and then they will eventually get all off course and whatnot. But one of the other ideas was to put a watchtower up on the waterfall area up the top here. So there's, that area would be cool. And I think what they were talking about is right out there, kind of this area right at the top of this waterfall. I think that'd be pretty neat too. So we might do that. I don't think we're going to do that today, because we've got a few other things we want to do, but you never know. Let's take a look first. So the first thing we want to do is grab, let's check on Bitey. Have you leveled up? Oh, you have. Let's give you some more melee damage, just one. And, oh, nope, not that. Grab you. Okay, there we go. All right, Bitey, let's have a chat. So what we want to do is build a few air conditioners, and I want to use this wall here, this space where we had the old vault, so that we can build a better hatching area. And sometimes, apparently, the eggs will fall through the floor if you log out, or even if you leave the area by too much and the building unloads. So we want to build a couple of AC units on the floor here that we can put an egg near, and we probably want to do a few refrigerators, and that might end up going right here. We'll move the blueprints, or maybe we'll just go ahead and put the refrigerators on this side. That might be easier. So let's see what we need to get to do all these things. We've been gathering a lot in between episodes too, not in here obviously, but structures, electric. So AC units, we need metal, electronics, polymer, and crystal, and the polymer might be the issue right now. Same thing for the refrigerators, metal, polymer, crystal, and electronics. So really it's the same stuff for both of these. Metal, polymer, crystal, and electronics. So here we do have some polymer. We do have some electronics. We might need to get some gasoline actually. Let's go ahead and take a half a stack of that for the fabricator. We need some crystal. I think that's in the stone and metal vault. Let's grab 150 of that. And oops, that was also metal is in there. Let's grab a couple hundred of those. Can I still move? No. Alright, what if I just grab... Oh wow, I can't really move at all. Alright, let's drop this stuff off first, and then we'll come back and get that metal. Alright, so this stuff goes in there. And then we need to grab some more of that metal. Can I get... What am I at? I'm at 87? Yeah, I should be able to get one of those and a half. Alright, 300 metal. Yeah, I know, it's slow. Alright, so let's see. I did move the cooking pot. I destroyed the beer barrel only because I just don't like the way they implemented beer in Ark. It's just a poison. I don't know why anyone would want to drink it. So we won't be doing that again. It's very expensive to make the beer barrels, and they're totally not worth it. Let's see, electric. So let's see, how many of these can I make? I can make, let's see, 2 refrigerators or 1 air conditioner. Interesting. I'm going to go ahead and make both of those, and then we'll see how much we're going to need to get. It's probably going to be electronics for the air conditioners. Oh, and polymer. Okay. So, yeah, we know we can get more metal. Crystal we're good on. It's electronics and polymer. And electronics are not too bad. That's going to just be silica pearls and metal, so I know we can make more of those. And then, oops, polymer is cementing paste and obsidian. Now, I don't have any obsidian on me because I don't know if you guys noticed it or not. I didn't really talk about it. When I was in there, I have a trophy base. I finally got down to the bottom of that chitin cave and got a couple of trophies. So I don't have any more obsidian because it takes 80 to make a trophy base. So I might have to do a little bit of gathering here, and that's alright. Alright, so let's see. How far back can I get this guy? Let's do it this way. Let's line things up. Oops. Can I get right up in my face? There we go. That's still kind of hard to line up. Looks like it needs to turn to the left a little bit. Assuming that that line in the stone is pretty accurate. Okay, there's one. And can we just do this? There we go. 2 refrigerators. Awesome. So that's going to help. We're going to move some things over here. We'll probably keep the eggs inside. I don't know. Maybe we'll move everything over here. But that's the other thing we could do is take everything out of the fridge and break that down. And that might give us enough stuff back to make an air conditioner. But either way, I think we're going to actually have to go out and gather a little bit. So let me gather up a few things. I need to get some, probably go get some organic polymer. And then I'll get some electronics crafted up. Actually, I can start that right now. Let me craft those electronics, and then I'll get the organic polymer, and we will be right back. Okay, we are back, and sun is just going down, but we've got enough stuff, I think, now with the electronics and the organic polymers to go ahead and crank out some of our other structures. So let's go to electric. Oops, forgot to get the metal after all that gathering. So let's go ahead and get in here and get some metal ingots as well. I think it said we needed 80 for each one of the air conditioners we want to make, so let's just go ahead and grab that. You know what? Let's do... Can I move with that still? No. How about some of that? Okay. And we're going to have to gather some more metal here fairly soon as well, because we are running a little bit low. Okay, fabricator, let's go to this much metal, structures, electric. Let's go ahead and craft all 4 of those. I think that's going to be just fine. So that's going to use up a lot of our electronics. Actually, I think it's going to use up all of our electronics. Maybe not. How much is it each? 15. No, not quite. But it's going to use up a good chunk of everything else. And we do have polymer left over, but it's so easy to gather with a club now that I'm not worried about that either. And you can see we're level 73, and this is giving us a good chunk of XP here, about 100 each. Not too bad at all. And let's turn that off. Okay, so back in this corner, we want to set up the little breeding cluster. And I don't know that I'm going to really need 4 air conditioners, but it does not hurt. Ooh, it does not hurt to have all of that. So let's see, one of these, and then I think we're going to do one of these. And let's go this way, actually, so that we can kind of get like a little L shape here and get some eggs right in the corner. So right here, this should be just a ton of insulation. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. So it doesn't really matter what temperature it is. If we're right here in this corner, or kind of anywhere near here, we're going to be all right. Fantastic. So that's going to really help us out. I haven't moved any of the food stuff, and I'm going to do that in a little bit because I'm going to have a long wait ahead of me here shortly. Because what we want to do is breed up another Quetzal. So we got the one for Steve in the previous episode, and now we want to get a Quetzal bred up for the Bohemians. But yeah, here's the artifact I was talking about. These bases take just 80 obsidian, and I had about 100 or so sitting around, so I went ahead and made one. I got lucky. I actually fell when I was caving and fell into some water at the bottom, barely lived, but there was nothing else down there, and I was able to grab that artifact and just nope out of there with a grappling hook. So that worked out really well. Always carry a grappling hook when you cave in Ark. That's just a PSA. So let's go out and get our Quetzals. I think I still left them in the breeding pen, I'm 90% sure. So let's check them out. And yeah, this place is a little less safe now because we took out the Rex and the Carno, but we've still got a wolf on Wander, or on a neutral in there, so he should be able to attack things. I think Hoki's still on neutral as well. And our cat Greymane is actually over at the cave. Steve started building a little structure over there that we can use to keep our animals safe and to keep us safe if we need to. And so I just locked him up in there. We just set pin codes to 5555 so everybody on the server can kind of use the same structures, and that's what we're going to do for now. Since Tribe Alliance doesn't allow you to give permission to other people to open doors, we just set a pin code that everybody knows. And that's going to, I think, be what we do in the short term until they do more things with the Tribe Alliance system. Okay, so let me just gamma up for you guys. Let's see, gamma 4. There we go. That's probably getting pretty dark. And let's get Pretzel and Freebird to make a baby. Alright, close that. You guys leveled up? Hey, check that out. I think we really just need to get your health up. Okay, a couple levels there. You're level 31. That's good. Whoa, hey. And let's go ahead and turn you on Wander. And then Freebird, you have not leveled, but let's put you on Wander. And they're mating. Whoa, why did it... That's weird. It looked like it went up and then dropped. Alright, well this doesn't take very long, but I will be right back when she's about to hatch an egg. Alright, we are back and she is just about ready to lay this egg. And now. Alright, thank you for that egg. Let's take you guys both back off of wander. Oh, hey. Disable wandering. Okay, great. And I think what we're going to do is go ahead and take Quetzal back now. We'll take Freebird back in a few minutes, because that should be the last egg we lay for a little while anyway. Alright, so why don't you land down here, and we'll go back to the base. And let's get your egg over by those air conditioner units. That is terrifying. Seeing like a pair of Rexes up there. I think most people flying over, if the dinosaurs loaded in before the building did. Oh, now see, that's what I don't like too. Stegos. One of these guys, thank goodness, when the turrets attack them, they don't go aggressive. Because we had one penned back by our greenhouse the other day, and it's just annoying. But why in the world? I mean, if you're a Stegosaurus, why is this the best way to go? Under the bridge and past all these spikes, wouldn't you want to go around? But see, if I attack him, he's going to swing his tail, even if I'm shooting with a rifle from across. And he's going to swing his tail and break a bunch of stuff. So we just got to ignore him. No eggs yet? Alright, we'll check. Yeah, maybe I'll have to put out some kind of barrier out here. But look at this. Look at this. All the Stegos. All the Stegos. And they're just going to wander into the spikes. Eventually they'll die. Or they'll get shot by the little turret things. But why? Why so many Stegos back there? Ooh, it's bright in here now. I'm not going to be in here long, so I'm not going to change the gamma yet. Let's go ahead and get our egg and drop him. Boom. Here we go, incubating. Okay, so it takes about an hour and a half, and I'm going to do some other things while we're waiting for that, and I'll come back and check on it periodically, but that looks awesome, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, I saw the tail there too. Close this up, and, yeah, stay over there. Stay way over there. Get shot in your head. I don't like you either. Where are you going? You running away? Dead too. Okay, goodness. Alright, so now we want to do a little bit of building while we're doing this stuff. So, whoops, which means I need these materials again. Let's just leave this open for now. I think I've still got Buddy on my shoulder, right? Yeah, so we're good. He's not going to wander anywhere. I did make a few things because I want to do some decorating. The reason that all the stuff inside is gone is because I want to replace it. So can I carry all of this stuff? Oh, awesome, I can. Can I still carry you too? Yeah, that's great. So, really? Really? Yep, wander away. What level are you? Nope, not that thing. This thing. What level are you? 20? I can probably kill you in one shot, especially if you were wounded already. That turret's gonna shoot you pretty soon. Yeah, you're gonna run because you got wounded. There you go. Alright. Stego's dealt with. So now I am going to gamma back down a little bit. Let's just go back to gamma 2. There we go. That's normal. So this area just has a couple bunk beds, and that's okay. It's going to basically be a barracks bedroom, and I think we're going to keep it that way. We're going to keep this area open for more trophies, because we do tend to come through this way a lot. But what I want to do is make a few other areas back here that look kind of nice. So let's use this area as, let's put a table. Well, that's not it. That's a table, and let's put some benches at the table. So I think that's going to be over by this wall. Let's do it this way. Can I get this lined up where it's nice and centered? Need to kind of see it in the wall there for a minute. That's really hard to see. Okay, I think that's going to work. So right about there. Alright, so that's at a little angle. That's alright, that's alright. And then we're going to put some benches near it too. There's one kind of here. Is that close enough that I can sit on it? Okay, I can. Can I sit on it from this side and look like I'm sitting at the table? Fantastic. Okay, and then let's get another bench over here. And it's going to look like, you know, it's been pushed around a little bit. It's fine. It's not that it's not all perfectly straight. That's okay. We want it to look very natural. And then we're going to do another one, I think, up in the front side. Pardon me. Hey, Gallimimus. Yeah. We've got the guest beds back here. So, you know what? Maybe we'll do something slightly different with that. Yeah, we'll do something slightly different. Let's put another table in this one. Maybe over on this side. No, not with the cord there. Right here. How about that? And the same thing over here. So it needs to be far enough away that I think you can sit. Can I do that? Good, okay. And then another one over here. Like, why is that not working? I'm clicking a lot. There it goes, okay. Yeah, so that's gonna be all right. And then what we want to do is put some chairs and maybe a couple of fireplaces in a few places. Fireplaces, places, everyone? Okay, where do we want these? Maybe we want this kind of up front in the guest room. Yeah, I think we do. Oh, you know what? Maybe right back here in the corner we're going to have a couple fireplaces. Yep, we're going to do two of them. No, not that. Two of them right over here. Not that it ever really gets that cold, but I think that's going to look pretty cool. What's attacking things? Oh, and why do we have a missing... Oh, that isn't missing. Oh, that's weird. It's just... It was, like, super clear. That's very strange. It's super, super clear right here. But as soon as you open it, it's cloudy again. Alright, well, whatever. A little graphical glitch there. But we're going to have a couple chimneys that stick up through there. I think that's going to be alright. Let's take a look at the top real quick and see how that looks. Yeah, that's okay. I'm fine with... Oh! No, it's not okay. That's the catwalk. And this wood looks so shiny. Alright, so we're going to destroy one of these fireplaces. We're going to leave just the one there. That's alright. We got a lot of stone now. And we're going to put a couple of things like... we'll do some more decorating over there, but let's put a couple of chairs over here. Where do we want to go? Not that close. Maybe one like kind of right here so you could keep watch. And another one over here so you can have a friend hanging out with you. And we're going to do more decorating like this in the future. Definitely going to happen. Let's close this guy. But I just want to start getting a few things in here to make it look a little bit more lived in. So this is going to be our house. You know, so we got beds and everything else in here. We want it to look decent. Maybe what we want to do is put out some chairs. Maybe a couple other... Aha. A Dimorphodon somehow managed to get his dead body in the house. Interesting. So what was he attacking up there? One of our dinos for sure, I guess. Or maybe he was attacking the turret. So let's get a couple chairs in here as well. That's fine. These things are pretty cheap anyway, so I don't mind having to remake them if I do have to remake them at some point. And let's get a couple in here as well. So maybe one here and one... Yeah, like just, you know, so you're kind of sitting talking to each other a little bit. And that's going to do those. And let's put two more right out here on this outside area. So a couple chairs on what is effectively our porch. And one right there. So now if people come over and we want to chat and record, we can do this kind of stuff. We're like, hey, how's it going? You know, it's going pretty well. Liking the mansion? Yep, okay. Alright, good. So I think that's worst role-playing ever. I think that's going to work alright for us. And that's... Man, dinosaurs love killing themselves on spikes in this game. It's very strange. Okay, so let's check on eggs, see how he's doing. I mean, it's only been a few minutes, but let's make sure everything's still going well. Whoop, can we see that? Yeah, so there we go. You can see. It's working. It's working. And it does rain in here a little bit. It's kind of strange. Like most buildings in Ark, sometimes it doesn't count as a building. Like, you know, there it goes. Now you get the building buff kind of in the right-hand corner. But, oh, wow, that's cool, actually, having the giant T-Rex feet up there. But like here, it doesn't count as a building. And back here a few steps, it did. Now it does. Now it doesn't. I have no idea why. It's Ark. But let's go ahead and move a few other things across. So we're going to empty those fridges out and bring all that stuff over here too. Alright, hey fridge. Let's see. All these eggs weigh a lot. Ooh, and I'm already carrying a bunch of stuff. Let's go ahead and drop our refining forge over here as well. This is mostly decorative. I don't really think we need to have a refining forge in here. But I want to do something, like maybe just put it in this corner. Kind of like a fireplace. There we go. We just had an extra one for a while. And yeah, I know there's like a pipe in there. That's going to be very hot water coming up. That's alright. Have to get our axe back. How much can we carry? A couple 100 pounds. About 170 pounds. Probably about 100 or so pounds before we are overweight again. So not all of the Dillo eggs. We have 285 pounds worth of Dillo eggs. That's crazy. Eggs weigh so much in this game. Let's grab the lighter weight eggs first. Maybe that stack. Can we carry that stuff? Yeah, we can carry that. Can we carry one more? 360? Yeah, that'll work. So we'll make a few trips back and forth. I'm going to go ahead and empty that fridge out and put everything away, and then I will be right back for the next step. Alright, and we are back. It's been a while. You can maybe you've noticed that there's a fourth air conditioner. I guess that's a fifth air conditioner now. We had built 4 in this kind of L shape when we started, and it got to a hot day, and this thing started losing health. You can see a little bit of that down at the bottom red bar, kind of underneath my hot bar there. So we grabbed it, put it in our inventory, built another air conditioner, dropped it back down, and we've been watching for a while now. Now with 10 times speed for egg hatching, it still takes a long time for this stuff, particularly Quetzals and some of these other higher end ones. But that's about to hatch any minute now. And we've also got some meat. Let's go ahead and grab some of that out of our fridge here. So let's go ahead and grab, let's grab a few of those for now. And we don't want to miss this because I wanted to get this on camera for you guys since I couldn't get the last one. Just a tiny sliver of egg incubation left. We're going to feed this, claim it right away. And the other reason we're doing it in here is because this way we can walk him right out those front doors. We don't have to break a wall to get him outside like we did with the other one in the main house. Because even baby Quetzals are big enough that they can't really fit through doors. So here we go, any second now. Okay, it might be more than a second, but that's okay. You can see we do have a couple of other things. I gotta move that Carno a little bit. Okay, there's like no bar left, so this should be any second we're gonna get a Quetzal. The next time it ticks up, 20, 30 seconds from now probably. And we still haven't come up with a name. Actually, we don't have to come up with a name because we're giving it to the Bohemians. But this is going to be really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. Maybe it'll also be female, and they'll also have a Quetzal egg layer. Be cool if it was, but, you know, we'll take whatever we can get. I'm sure they'll be happy to have something that can carry bigger dinos around. There it is. Imprint on baby Quetzal, level 30. We're not going to name it, but we are going to give it some food right off the bat. And we're going to have it follow me over here. Come on, baby Quetzal, let's take a look at you. You can do it. Baby Quetzal. Oh, aren't you adorable? What, are you a boy or a girl, baby Quetzal? You're a boy. Alright, so let's take a quick picture of that. We're going to make this the thumbnail for the video, so you guys will have already seen this. There we go. Liking it. Let's get down here. Maybe this will be a little bit better. There we go. I like that a lot. Okay, some baby pictures taken. And now we got another wait while we wait for this guy to mature. So I'll be back when he's all grown up. Alright, any second now, this baby Quetzal is going to turn into a juvenile. As soon as that weight reaches 85.28, or 10% of the maximum weight, he should grow from baby to juvenile, and then he'll be able to eat out of a feeding trough. So we're going to wait and make sure that he does that. We'll give him enough food here, and then we're going to take that food out of his inventory and make sure that he can actually feed from the trough, which is right here. And right now you see he does not have a trough icon, and even though these guys do. So baby Quetzal, 85.28, so just a few more seconds. Then we'll be able to give him lots and lots of food in the trough, wait till he grows all the way up, and then take him over to visit the Bohemians. So, yep, a few more seconds, and we'll do that little experiment to make sure it's working. And his name should change to say, instead of baby Quetzal, it should change to say juvenile Quetzal as well. So any second now. There it goes, juvenile Quetzal. You see it right here in the inventory, and if we take that off, juvenile Quetzal, and let's take all of this stuff off of him and see if his food is still going up. It is not. It's dropping fast. So I was under the impression that juvenile Quetzals could actually eat. Oh, there it is. Now he's got the trough icon. Is it going back up? There it goes. So it looks like he has to drop a little bit, and then it'll go back up. So how far does he have to drop before he eats? That's interesting. He's dropping quite a bit more than I expected. There it goes. Okay, so he is eating out of the trough. I think that's fine. It doesn't matter if it's every few seconds. As long as it doesn't ever run out, we should be fine. So we got lots and lots of food. Every slot here is filled up, although some of it is not quite 20 stacks, but we've got tons and tons of food, and I'm going to leave him here for a little while, and then I will be back when he is all grown. Alright, we're back, and our Quetzal is all grown up. It's been many hours now. It looks like it's actually wounded, and I think that's just because of the lack of health from food. So our health is still going up, which is good. Food is actually slowly going down, but it's actually near the cap, so he is doing all right. Let's take this back, and I think we probably need to get a little bit more for him. So I think he's eaten everything out of this chest. Yep, and we're going to go ahead and take all of that, and we're going to use that to make a lot of narcotics. So 974 spoiled meat. Let's put that in here.
We'll get to that in a little while. Let's go ahead and throw it in the egg fridge for the time being. All of that. Cool. So the next thing we need to do is we'll gather a little bit of meat, but we also need to make a saddle for this guy. And I think I've got all the stuff I need over here in this chest. So let's take a look. Saddles, Quetzal saddle, craft item. All right, so it's actually been a little while. The first part of this video was actually done a couple of days ago, and now I'm trying to get everything lined up to where I can get this video out to you guys. I know it's been a little while. It's been hard for me to kind of catch up with the Bohemians to make sure somebody's going to be around to claim this guy. But I think what we're going to do is move him to the pen, and then I will give that to them whenever it's a little bit more convenient. So all of us have full-time jobs and whatnot, and it's a little tricky to line everything up so that we can always be online at the same time for recording. So I might find a little time outside of that normal schedule. The good news is we have another Quetzal. We got one ready to take over to them, and Androcles and Finnegan and some of those other folks are going to be all set. So I think that's going to do it for today. I know it's been a slightly shorter than normal video, but I'm trying to get this all wrapped up because our new Minecraft series is going to launch very soon. We're going to start our season here shortly with some new block farmers and some old ones. We'll be back doing some of that, so hopefully you guys want to check that out as well. And like I said in a previous video, I am going to be doing a little bit of a splitting my time between Ark and Minecraft. Hopefully you guys enjoy both series, but do let me know what you think in the comments. If you like this video, please be sure to hit that like button. If you really enjoyed it, then please subscribe. And as always, I've been Brickwaffle. Thank you for watching.